tips to safely compress your coil springs. So always use a quality spring compressor. These are not welded here, it's just one piece. Always use two of them. Try to put them in really opposite side, so they face each other, both on the top and on the bottom. One nice tip is try to put them sideways, like you see here. This is more to the left, to the right, and the rod is kind of perpendicular to the coils here, right? Makes a 90-degree angle. Always compress them both. I usually do 2 turns, maybe one side, 2 turns the other side, and so on until it's fully properly compressed. So always compress each side at a time. Alternate the sides. And you don't need to have the coils at the end close to each other. That's probably because the coil spring has enormous tension in it, so you don't need to compress it like crazy. Just compress it until you see this spring seat here starts to move freely. I think that's about it. Very last tip, on many cars this nut is what keeps the whole spring tension in there, so you never remove this nut without having the spring compressed and the spring seat getting a little bit loose. Then you remove it. On other cars there's another nut inside, a securing nut, but don't take any chance because the coil spring pressure it's tremendous. There are many people, if you check, just Google up coil spring compressor accident, you'll see what I'm talking about. So it's the last one, it's being removed there. Compressor to fail. Just a few words about the this particular Volvo stuff. So the main problems with Volvo here, the strut itself lasts about 100,000 miles or even less than that, but the main problem is the spring seat here, the rubber part. Here's my replacement part. It said everywhere on the forums, you don't want to do this job twice and don't want to spend the money twice. It's weird, but most of the aftermarket coil spring seats don't last more than 6 months to 1 year. It's really that short, and I'm saying really most of them. The replacement, you have the Volvo option at the main dealer, you have the such option, and then this is the unofficial replacement part is made in France box. You'll find them, I found it on Euro parts, and they said this is a part that's been sold like this, like an aftermarket part, but actually this is the original part that Volvo, if you bring it to the main dealer, Volvo will put this on your car, this specific part. So go either with the original part sold by the dealer or sold in boxes like this, either with such, nothing else. Forget about Febi, just purely forget about Febi. I would say forget about Febi about any bushings and go with those stuffs. This is a T50 Torx. Now my coil spring is compressed enough. The spring seat it's moving freely, and I've removed the nut here. You notice the cross shape securing nut here. Notice the way it sits. It sits with this cross pattern upwards, right? And now you need to release it. You still use Torx to keep it from rotating. I don't have it, so this is enough to remove it. Now it's kind of loose. You won't be able to tighten that much this one nut because it sits against the rubber, but still